All right, let's see if Apex has posted anything. Ooh, season. Well, guys, season 4 has been revealed, and we have all been bamboozled. If you guys have not heard by now, Revenant will not be the main legend for season 4, and it has really been a shock to everybody. It's just kind of like really taken us off guard, and we just thought we had everything figured out. Revenant's name in the files was, I think, Legend 13 or Character 13, which meant that he would be the next one. And I don't know what happened. They definitely played us, and it's a little disappointing because everyone was so hyped up for Revenant, and everyone who made videos on Forge kind of said, oh, Forge would be a cool character, he'll be kind of cool, whatever. But I'm just really excited for Revenant to come out in season 4, and that's what we thought we were getting. And Forge has not really been a hyped up character. I think that season 4 should have definitely been Revenant because that's what everyone wanted, and that's what I think would have brought the most attention and the most hype for season 4. I'm really excited, of course. It's new content and they surprised us, so that's cool, but I'm just not as excited for Forge as I was Revenant. I'm kind of just still in shock about it all. I was really expecting to see Revenant on the main page when I looked at the tweet this morning, and I just was not believing what I was seeing. So we're going to go through all of the reveal that they did post out today. We're going to go through everything that they announced about the new ranks, and I did call some of it in my video yesterday about the new ranks and stuff. So we're going to go through everything so you guys can stay up to date on what's going on. So if you guys, like I said, are not aware already, Forge will be the new legend for season 4. We can see right here he is confident yet humble. Forge uses his size, strength, and heavy-duty shatter gauntlets to batter his opponents into submission. We also see we have an all-new battle pass, and we know that season 4 is going to be called a simulation. And obviously it's over 100 exclusive items, including legendary skins, Apex packs, loading screens, music packs, and more. Same old, same old. But we do have the confirmed next weapon is going to be the Sentinel, which is the sniper that I leaked out just a couple days ago, and it says you can cut through your enemy's armor before they ever see you, coming with this bolt action sniper rifle. Then we have ranked series 3, where we're going to have the all new master rank, which you guys can see on screen right now. It looks really cool. And then we're also going to be getting some anniversary charms that they're going to be releasing for the launch of season 4, since it is on February the 4th with their new anniversary event, considering it's lining up with the same date that the game was first started. Now let's go more in depth to Ranked Series 3. So here's how Ranked Series 3 is going to work. Instead of having the traditional series that lasts a single season, it's going to be split. We're going to have a split in the season. So they say, hey everyone, Apex Legends ranked designers here, and we're back to talk about Ranked Legends, Ranked Leagues Series 3 for Apex Legends. We'll revisit our goals, talk some more about results, and details how Ranked Leagues will work when Season 4, a simulation, launches on February the 4th. So moving the splits per season, we now have 6 weeks of ranked play before a reset. So they're going to be adding a master tier, which is before Apex Predator. A lot of you guys predicted that in my comments. And it becomes Apex Predator becomes top 500 players by platform. So every top 500 players on platform, which is kind of similar to Overwatch, I think. I think on Overwatch, they would always recognize the top 500 players. At least I know everyone coming from Overwatch would say, oh, I'm top 500. And it just seemed like top 500 was the word. So maybe that just has some significance in that. I'm not really sure. And then also they will have a soft reset, and scoring are the same, but the soft reset will happen every split. And so Dive Trails will be moving to a seasonal reward model, but series 1 and 2 players are grandfathered in. So series 2 results, we have a much different result than we saw in series 1, which was season 2. And if you guys can see right here, instead of the 0.2% in Apex Predator, we actually had a 1%. So that's a pretty big significance of being different there. If you guys are not aware, there's a lot of players who play Apex, so that 0.8% is quite a bit. And then we have diamond players went from 2.1% to 7.1%. Platinum players jumped up from 16.8% to 23.6%. Gold players stayed pretty much the same. Silver players went from 40% to 29.1%, which is really weird. And then we had 5.1% in bronze that jumped down to 3.9% this season. So it looks like some people are moving up in the ranks, which is good. So that's why they're adding a new master rank, I believe, and why they're making Apex Predator so much harder to get. They also say that this distribution shows it was a bit easier to get Apex Predator this time, which makes sense. So we'll be introducing master tier and reworking the Apex Predator tier works. More details below. So they have reward competitive players for the time that they invest in Apex Legends. We'll be giving out gun charms, badges, dive trails, again based on the highest tier achieved this rank series. However, from here onward, dive trails will be temporary for all future series. And basically what this means is that you will only get to use that dive trail for that next series to show it off. Then after that series is over, you won't be able to use it anymore, just because number one, it really just makes everything lose its meaning for the dive trails. Like if you have way too many different dive trails, it's just not as significant to say, oh, I have the series 1 dive trail, I have the series 2 dive trail. It's like, who cares, you know, because eventually everyone's going to get a dive trail and they just won't be as important. So that's why they're going to make them temporary. So we have that, but then we also have the fact number 2 is if you have everyone with a dive trail in the game, it's going to be really hard to see where everybody's going, because it's just like fluttering your entire screen with all kind of random visual effects. So that's why they decided to do that. So players who earned any dive trail in series 1 or 2 will be grandfathered in and will keep the trails forever. So that's cool because I've got both of them. But we currently plan for a set of 4 dive trails that return in a cyclical fashion, which I think that's how you pronounce it, for every year. So for example, players can get the chance to earn the same dive trails in rank series 3 and in the future rank series 7 a year from now, while another set will be available to earn for rank series 4 and rank series 8, and so on and so forth. Ensure competitive integrity through skill-based matchmaking, so that's pretty good. Hopefully they're going to be making some good adjustments to that. Matchmaking based on RP continues to work well for ranked ladder climbing. We may revisit matchmaking in the future, but for now this is working as intended. Let top tier Apex Legends players compete at the highest levels of skill. We're continuing to see the highest skill players reliably get to the top of the ladder given some time, and with the addition of master tier described below, we'll have even more serious competition at the high end. So that's really good to see. We have season 2 rewards. Here's a preview of the ranked series 2 ranked rewards you'll be earning this season when the season changes. So we have the dive trail that you guys can see for Apex Predator, and you can also see for Diamond, and they look very similar to the ones that we had before. And then obviously the badges look really similar as well, and I'm a little disappointed because I feel like for the Apex Predators and the Diamonds, you're not really getting much change. The badge looks very, very similar to the first one, and the dive trail looks very, very similar to the first one. So they're not really that big of a deal, but it is what it is. So moving into season 3, here's what's going to be new. This is really, really exciting to see right here. So here we are in Capital City, and you can tell the map is destroyed here in Capital City. So it looks like maybe a meteor did hit the city, and it wasn't just a glitch from Gibraltar. Maybe it actually was an Easter egg. So we have that in World's Edge, but then look at the bottom. We have February 3rd to March 23rd. We're going to have split 1 for World's Edge. Then on March 24th through May 5th, which is the second split for this next series, we're going to be back on Kings Canyon. And that is something I am so excited for, because I have been wanting to go back to Kings Canyon for so long. I really miss this map so much because it just reminds me of the old days and how things were before. But if you also notice in the background of Kings Canyon, look how the repulsor tower is still down. The Leviathans are still there. So they doesn't seem like they've made any map changes there, and it doesn't look like they've fixed the problem in the story background of all of this going on, especially with Crypto knocking down the repulsor tower. So no changes there so far. So we have a soft reset that they talk about under this. They said the soft reset will stay the same for season 4. At the start of series 3, everyone will be soft reset on their rank position by 1.5 tiers down. That means if you ended in season 3 gold 2, you'll be reset to silver 4. Players in platinum 4 will be reset to silver 2, and Apex Predators will be set down to platinum 2. This will reset and will occur at each split as well. It is what it is. I don't really care. So we have the master tier at the top end of the competitive ladder. We're seeing more players make the climb into Apex Predator. This means it's hard to really showcase the skill between any 2 Apex Predators this season, so we'll be adding a new tier between Diamond and Apex Predator called master tier. The RP required to make it to master Master Tier will still be 10,000 RP as Apex Predator was. Apex Predator will now be exclusive to the top 500 players per platform. So it's possible to demote from Apex Predator back down to Master Tier as other players continue to earn RP ahead of you. We feel this should give more prestige to making and keeping your Apex Predator rank while still keeping the tiers above Diamond very exclusive. So I kind of like that, but the only problem I have with that is I really hope that if you get Apex Predator at one point that you get to keep it, because you get to keep the rewards, because with my work schedule and all, and like I know a lot of you guys work, a lot of you guys have school, some of you guys are really good at the game and you have super big potential to be some of the best players, but because your schedules are so busy, you don't get the time or the ability to play as much as these other people. So it kind of becomes like whoever has the most time to play the game, not really who is the best. So that's one thing I don't really like about it, but it's not really anything to complain about. I mean, we can't really complain about the fact that we don't have enough time to play. That's just life. So moving on to penalties and loss forgiveness. There are some changes coming to loss forgiveness to reduce the abuse of the system. Loss forgiveness when a teammate leaves or fails to connect is unchanged and is working as intended. We will be limiting the RP loss forgiveness when you leave to once a day. If you exceed once per day more than 3 times per rank series, you lose all forgiveness for the remainder of that series. Wow, that's really harsh. Once these limits are reached, players will no longer receive RP loss forgiveness when abandoning a match, regardless of the reasoning for quitting. We will continue to display prompts that alert you that leaving will count, and now will alert you when you are about to run out of loss forgiveness games. The scaling penalties are the same as last series. And you can see the little message here says last abandoned game forgiveness. We have detected you have abandoned multiple games. Any further abandons will incur penalties. And we have the rewards. Also, I should note that they have party restrictions now, which means that you guys can actually not play with anyone that is more or less one tier higher or lower than you. So that's kind of a bummer, because a lot of my friends are not the same rank as me, and a lot of your friends are probably not the same rank as you. So that's kind of a bummer that you guys can't play with each other anymore. So I'm not really sure how they're going to balance that, or if they're going to change that at all. But we also have the rewards. As last rank series, players will be rewarded with badges, gun charms, and dive trails that match the highest tier earned that series. One extra change to note is that moving forward, dive trails will only be earned for the following season's use. Then they will expire unless you reach the rank again that season. This will ensure that when you see a dive trail, you know that that player just hit that rank last season. The exception will be for anyone who earned a dive trail in series 1 or 2. Those players will keep those trails forever. So that's really good news, and I'm happy about that, because I'll have both of those. So the entry costs have not changed whatsoever in season 3. The scoring has not changed whatsoever in season 3. So that's really all we have. So that's a really good news to see all of this. They have made a lot of changes with this next season, season 4, which is going to be ranked series 3. The thing I am most hyped for has got to be Kings Canyon. I am so hyped for Kings Canyon, and the things I'm probably most upset about is the fact that there's no Revenant. I am so just sad that there's no Revenant whatsoever. It kind of just bums me out, honestly. Wait 1 second. While I was editing this video, I actually saw this picture on Twitter that one mining guy actually found in the game files. So this gives us a glimmer of hope that Revenant will still be coming in season 4, just maybe a little bit later. What if they're actually about to start the trend we've been wanting them to start for months now? 2 legends a season. Who knows? We're going to have to wait and find out, but this does give us some hope that there will be a Revenant in season 4. But I hope Forge is not a letdown. Hopefully Forge is a lot of fun. Hopefully he's super cool and, like, you know, just fun to watch, not only to play, but hopefully he's fun to watch. I hope he brings a lot of hype. I hope you guys are still hyped for season 4. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments what you think is going to be the best thing for season 4, and then also let me know what you guys think is going to be the worst thing of season 4. I'm really interested to see what you guys got to say, and remember, as always, if you guys want to support the channel, make sure to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Apex Legends daily videos. I'm also going to be giving away season 4 battle passes. All you guys got to go do is go like, follow, and retweet the tweet I tweeted down in the description below, and then you guys can also follow the link on that tweet to go comment down below on that video, and you'll be entered into a chance to win. The one for Twitter is exclusive for the 25 bonus levels on the battle pass, so make sure to enter into both of them. So I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Peace.